Thank you. Senator King, would you like to respond?
Yes. As I said, you need to have experience in this area to succeed. I do have experience. He does not. I don't think anybody, there are very few people have heard of this man doing anything in politics before he started running for president. Yes, we are sending a lot of money over into Iraq, but what we're doing there is working. An immediate withdrawal of our troops from Iraq will totally ruin everything we've done over here. All those lives lost will be in vain. All that money will have been wasted. All those people wounded. Some may not be able to use an arm or leg, have to get a different lung or anything in that matter. Those injuries will also be in vain. With my plan, we will stay over in Iraq until we have done what we went over there to do.
Thank you. Senator Lana.
When Senator McCain was supporting the president to go into Iraq, he suggested it was going to be quick and easy. We'd be greeted as liberators. That was the wrong judgment, and we're paying for it. The war has put a strain on our troops, it's put a strain on our budget, and it has cost us some allies. That's going to change when I'm president, but we can't change it unless we change Senator McCain and George Bush's foreign policy.
Thank you. And for our final question, Senator Obama, how do you plan on improving our nation's education system?
This probably has more to do with the future of our economy than anything. So we've got to get our education system right. Now, in the past, what's happened is that there's been a debate between more money or reform, and I think we need both. In some cases, we're going to have to invest. We should invest in early childhood education. This helps close the achievement gaps so that every child is prepared for school. Every dollar we invest in that, we end up getting huge benefits with improved reading scores and reduced dropout rates. I support charter schools and pay for performance for teachers. I think it's going to be very important for us to recruit a generation of new teachers, an army of new teachers, especially in math and science. Let's give them higher pay, give them more professional development, and support in exchange for higher standards and accountability. I think it's important for us to make college affordable. Right now, young people all across the country feel they have two choices. One choice is not to go to college, and the other choice is to go into large debt to pay for it. That's why I proposed a $4,000 tuition credit for every student every year in exchange for some form of community service, whether it's military service, the Peace Corps, or working in a community. There's one last thing I want to mention, and that's parents. Parents, no matter what your kids think, you do know something and you do have something to offer. We can't just do it in schools. Parents are going to have to show more responsibility. They've got to turn off the TV set, put away the video games, and finally start promoting the thirst for knowledge that our students need. If we do these things, I believe we can create a better school system.
Thank you. Senator King, how do you plan on improving our nation's educational system?
We are a nation committed to equal opportunity, and there is no equal opportunity without equal access to an excellent education. The public must support schools so they have the resources they need to properly teach and
space launch and a spacewalk. We've got to make sure that our children are keeping pace in math and science. We must make sure that college is affordable for every young person in America and increase early childhood education. Our children are the future, and we must make them a priority if we're going to compete with the rest of the world.
Thank you. Senator King, would you like to respond?
Yes. The students of America need to be able to afford your college. That's why we have scholarships. That's why I believe that every school system should be able to teach their students at an equal level as other schools. So students will learn at the same pace and none will be smarter than the others, and many more students will be able to get scholarships. Those who may not, I believe that my plan will cause more students to get more scholarships, and those who don't, well, I believe they can, if they put their heart into it, stay with the program and be able to go to college and have a good life.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Senator King, would you please give your closing remarks?
I would like to thank you all for coming again for this opportunity to debate with Senator Obama. In closing, let me say I have a record that I am proud of. I bring experience to the table, time and time again. I have stood up, taken on tough issues, and delivered. My dedication to this country has been proven in years. I am focused on making positive changes in America for its families. I look forward to the opportunity to lead this fine country we all live in and set it into a new direction and a very bright tomorrow.
Thank you, Senator King. Senator Obama, your closing remarks, please.
4 days from now, you will have the chance to walk into a voting booth, pull back the curtain, and choose the next president of the United States. I'm running for president because I believe we find ourselves in a moment of great challenge and great promise, a moment that comes once in a generation. I don't pretend to be a perfect man, and I will not be a perfect president, but I'm in this race because I believe that if we want to break from the failures of the past, finally make progress as a country, we can't keep telling people what we think they want to hear. We have to tell every American what they need to know. We have to be honest about the challenges we face. Education is a challenge, but I believe we can invest in education in this country from early childhood to adulthood. Healthcare is a challenge, but I believe we can reform healthcare so that every American can afford health insurance for their families. We are facing economic challenges too, but I believe with a healthier, more educated, more unified America, we can reduce taxes, reform spending, create jobs, and build a stronger economy. That's the kind of leadership we need right now. Not leadership by fear and harsh words, but leadership of hope and answers and change. That's why I'm in this race, because I don't think you should settle for a president who's only there when it's easy or convenient or popular. I think you deserve a president who's willing to fight for you every hour of every day for the next 4 years on the issues that matter to you, to me, to all of us. That's the change we can offer in 2008. Not change as a slogan, but change we can believe.
Thank you.